Dagat tagaan, lapit na kahimayaan, mauray ang makita, ang panamoy masanagon, bola ng bulahan, ang tagbalay na giawitan, awit sa halando, kung sata ng Pasko, mapalibayon.
All right.
These girls were looking for a little money to help celebrate the holidays, so I tipped them after they sang the song. And they had sung one in English first, and then they decided to sing one in, I think it's Bisaya. Somebody can comment about that. Anyway, this is a little bit about holiday events. I've had a number of people ask me, what's going on, where's it happening, leading up to the big, huge SINULOG Festival. And so I've got a little bit extra information, and it's not all finalized, but here you'll find that things can happen very quickly. Now, that first video was taken with the GoPro 8 Black, and it doesn't have very good night vision. This is my Insta360 camera, but it's not a 360-degree video. I have turned it into a regular video, and it does have pretty good night vision. This is uptown Cebu City area. This is Fuentios Minya traffic circle, and this is a huge park in the middle of that circle. And when there are special occasions like Christmas and SINULOG, this place will fill up with vendors, food vendors, and events, talent contests, various types of things. And anyway, we're going to walk around here a little bit, and I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on. I had a friend recently say, everything, all the SINULOG stuff is going to be out at SRP, right? Wrong. There will be some events. The main event, the third, which is culminates on the third Sunday of January each year, will be out there with the major event where they all the various groups from different towns and villages show off their costumes and parades and that type of thing. That's going to go on out there, and they will have. It was there last year. We walked out there. I forget how many miles it is. Maybe 3-4 miles, something like that. And we walked out there. There was supposed to be buses, but not nearly enough buses for everybody. So I think tens of thousands of people walked out there and walked back. But anyway, this traffic circle area park is interesting, and a lot of times during the day when events aren't going on, there will be groups of students in here getting together and practicing their various dance routines, different types of things. Big fountain in the middle, Christmas tree over there, lots of food vendors, lots of people selling trinkets and souvenirs and all that type of thing too. And they've got a stage where there's something going on. Some lady is making announcements or having some kind of program anyway. Now, a couple of important points. There are lots of events going on with the huge SINULOG Festival in Cebu City metropolitan area. And it will include, this is Plaza Independencia in the downtown area, down by Pier 1, which has a lot of the passenger ferries, down by Fort San Pedro, is it? I think, Old Fort, just a little bit further straight ahead here, worth taking a tour of. And there are many events going on for a week, actually longer than a week. There are talent contests, not just beauty contests, but there are actual talent. I think a few years ago they had the Voice Philippines, the Voice type of talent contests. But there will be down here at Plaza Independencia, there will be events going on for probably a week or longer. Up at Fuentios Minya Circle in the uptown area, there will be events going on. SRP, I'm not sure the exact, but the last couple days, the Saturday and Sunday, I think there will be events going on. There will be a lot of vendors down at SRP, as well as all these areas selling food and trinkets and all sorts of things. And I thought this was some sort of event. I think this was right before Christmas when I was down there. And I'm back to my GoPro actually, and it doesn't have the best night. It's adequate, but it's not good. It's not excellent. Anybody, people are just coming down here to watch the Christmas tree and all the lights and that type of thing. Pretty large park down here, and throughout the year there are various events down here. They can get very loud, which is usually why I don't hang around at any events when I come down and do a video and then get out of there. They're just too loud for my ears. And there are events in the Manila area that maybe I'll cover in another video. But yeah, there's huge processions, 1,000,000+ people that get involved in the walk with Jesus and the walk with Mary, and I think there's like 2 or 3 different walks. They start early in the morning usually, and they have a long procession. And the route changes a little bit each year. There was discussion this year about, because there is the main Osmeña Boulevard that goes from the uptown area to the downtown area. That's usually part of that route, but they are tearing that up. They're taking out a couple lanes out of the center and turning it into a dedicated bus lane. BRT it's called, Bus Rapid Transit, and that is still under construction. Sidewalks are a mess. I tried to walk down that way the other day, and don't think they're going to be repaired by then anyway. There was discussion among the politicians and the agency heads about changing the route, finding an alternative route, but I think that has been pretty much squashed, and they're going to use the Osmeña Boulevard and just make the best of it, I believe. We'll just have to wait and see how it all turns out. But one thing about the Philippines, you'll find things can change on short notice here. So you kind of have to sit and wait and try to plan as best you can. I've been to, at least 4 of these SINULOGs and done videos, and I've threatened to leave town for this one and just go relax someplace, but I think I'll probably stick around and do videos here too. That's an interesting experience. Keep your valuables, either leave them at home, like your phone. I've had a couple phones stolen when I've gotten into different years, when I've gotten into huge crushing crowds and walked out of that crowd. No phone. One time, no wallet as well. Went home and canceled or put holes on all my credit cards and went and bought a new phone. So yeah, don't. In fact, a lot of times, because of the risk of various risks, they will even shut off cell service around many of these events, just because of the various risks we have here in the Philippines and around the world. So your cell phone might not even work. If you're carrying cash, don't carry. I wouldn't wear jewelry, that type of thing, because there are a lot of professional snatchers, pickpockets that come to town just to separate you from your valuables. And one thing that's happened in the past too, the various malls have different events associated with the SINULOG Festival as well. They may have some type of singing group or dance group. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. There's different contests. I think there's a photography contest that people sign up for. Oh, one thing that's really worth checking out, they've got a Fluvial Parade. I forget which day it is. As it gets closer, I'll put some of the schedule up. But it is hundreds and hundreds of boats, large and small, that traverse the between Mactan Island and Cebu, and they start pretty early in the morning, and they traverse that Mactan Channel, and it really is quite a sight. Really interesting. I went down there went down early one year and watched that. You will find a very large security presence. I mean, there's security. They've got the Navy and the Coast Guard and the Army and the PNP, the Philippine National Police, and other people. Probably a lot of undercover people as well, lining these various routes, the parade routes, and the marches, March with Jesus, March with Mary type routes. So expect that, if you have trouble, help is not far away, put it that way. It is SINULOG and other festivals. This is one of the largest in the country. There are many other cities and towns that have their festivals throughout the year. Depends on how you handle crowds, I guess. The friend and I were walking a few years ago, and we inadvertently got in the middle. We came out and we were going to walk down towards Mango Avenue, and we inadvertently got right in the middle of the Walk with Jesus, I think, during the day. And he said, "I don't like crowds." And he said, how can we get out of here? Well, there is no way out of here. There were no side streets to take, and they weren't going to take you anywhere close to where we wanted to go. So, gosh, for at least a mile, we walked in the middle of that. And, I saw it as a unique experience. He did not appreciate it as well. Anyway, the point of this video is that, yes, there will be some events going on out at SRP, South Road Properties, out by Il Corso, a little mall out there, which is also not very far from the New Star Casino, and the Ayala Mall, seaside out there, worth a visit as well. And they even got an ice skating rink there at that mall. So lots of things to do here in January in Cebu City. I'm feeling better, still trying to get over my cold. Anyway, take care, stay safe, safe travels to you all wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.